everyone, Amy here. Today is Monday, so I'm going to talk about my Manuscript Monday, which is where I talk about what the writing happened last week. And I have O'Hara in my lap, so I don't know. I don't think you guys can see her, but she's right here. She's like, I'm in my happy zone, Amy. This is where I belong. In Amy's lap. And I'm like, Kitty, can I not do 3 things without you? Anyway, this is the first video for the 5th book in the Yakuza Past series. It's called Flowers of Flesh and Blood. I am excited about it. I worked on the outline last week and I thought it was going to get done, but it didn't get done in time, which is okay, it happens. So I feel like it's like I'm technically writing 2 outlines because Nao gets like poisoned at the beginning. That happens in chapter 1, so it's not a big spoiler. And then like Aki's over here and Nao's over here for most of the stories, and then at the end they meet back up together. So it's very much like 2 separate stories going on. They bounce back and forth. Usually it's 1 and 1, but sometimes it's like 2 and 1. I figure you guys will hang on there with me with that. It was trying. So I had all these ideas that I had written down, so I wrote them all down, and I was trying to sort them out. So if you saw my live stream for the last book, I had this book out, and this is like the book where I put all the Yakuza Path ideas down, and this part is the draft I'm working on. So what I did is, to prevent like the soggy middle part, ow, she pulled her fingers, I basically made 4 acts, and I put something exciting happening at the start and at the end of each act. That way I can make sure that it kind of goes well throughout. So I'll just talk a little bit about Act 1. So Act 1 is start with Nao's being poisoned, and then at the end is Titan burns a guy, and Nao realizes that Aki isn't safe. So that's the beginning of Act 1. And what happens is I'm really good with Act 1. I really know the ending, and I really know the beginning. And the middle, it gets really fuzzy, and that's where I'm at right now. At the beginning of the week, I had to make up all these new people. There were so many new people, and I took a bunch of photos from different super famous pop stars. So for the Korean guys, I don't know Korean names that well, so I just like looked up random pop stars. I think one name is from BTS. I'm not sure, I just kind of flip some names around. So if someone's a pop star in the Korean, you're like, hey, his name is kind of like so, it's just because I took his name. Like, I just took it. It's not him, obviously, but I just took his name. Let's just talk about these 2 twins. So I made up this set of twins, and it's funny because I'm like, oh, let's just have them brother. I'm like, Amy, just make it easier and just make them identical twins. That will be the easiest way. I'm like, how come this seems familiar? And then I realized that was kind of because they're bodyguards to Nao. I'm like, that's kind of the plot of Okanaganai. Like, I feel like I heard this before, and that it was in Okanaganai, where he has 2 bodyguard twins. But I'm like, that's okay. None of them will like Nao. And I think their last name, I decided was, oh no, I changed it. Kobayashi is their last name now, and that might change. So basically they're bodyguards to Nao, and Nao eventually starts liking them. They figure out that Hisato is gay too, so then he basically gets friends. Except, like, I guess Kohata wasn't kind of a friend. Was Kohata his friend? He was kind of his friend. He was like his bodyguard, vague friend thing. Yes, but anyway, that's it for today, guys. Next week, hopefully, I will tell you about some more interesting facts. You know what? I'll tell you about Aki's best friend next time. Or not his best friend, but the friend he gets. Because let's face it, his and Nao's relationship is just totally down the wrong path, and they shouldn't be hanging out together at all. No matter how much Aki thinks he's in love with Aki now, their relationship is bad. But I'm gonna fix that. This is the book it gets fixed. But anyway, guys, I hope you have a nice time. Subscribe if you want to see more of this, and I'll come at you next week with more stuff. Okay then, until next time, bye-bye. Oh, can I say bye-bye, O'Hara? Whoop, bye-bye, bye-bye.